So the first thing we're going to do is break down a whole chicken. You're going to pop the legs out and cut any excess fat that might be there. Then, in one piece, you're going to cut off the thigh and drum. Do that to both sides of the chicken and put it to the side. Now there's a bone that we're going to get in there later on, and we're going to use it for stock. As for the breast, you're going to want to cut along the breastbone. That's the bone right in the middle of the chicken, and you're going to want to cut off the breast cleanly, making sure to take off as much meat as possible. Take the skins off if you like. As for the wings, you're just going to cut around them and snap them off. If you would like, you can cut off the chicken tenders that are attached to the breasts, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. Now for the thigh and drum piece, you're going to want to start off by cutting off any excess fat and cutting alongside the bone. After that, you're just going to work your knife under the bone and through the skin, and just try as hard as you can to make sure that any meat stays on the meat and not on the bone. As you're cutting, make sure to scrape continuously to make sure that all the meat stays off of the bones. Repeat this to both bones on this piece and cut through the middle to release the bone. The entire purpose behind this is to get as much bone as we can out of the meat, because we want to use the bones for the stock. I have a link in the description for a chicken stock video. Save the carcass wings and bones, and now we're going to move on. We're going to take our dark meat pieces and we're going to fill them with goat cheese. I have a garlic and herb goat cheese here, but you can use any goat cheese that you like. You're going to roll them up and make sure they're very tightly packed. We don't want any goat cheese to escape when we're going to be cooking the chicken. When both of your pieces are rolled and prepared, you're going to take some butcher's twine and just wrap it around the chicken. There's no specific tie or knot that you have to use, just make sure that it's very tightly packed. Do this with both of your pieces and your chicken is prepared for cooking. Alright, so first you're going to preheat your oven to 400 Fahrenheit, turn the heat on, and we're going to pour some neutral tasting oil into a hot pan. Lay your chicken into the pan and season with salt and pepper. The goal here is to get a nice golden brown exterior on the chicken whilst maintaining a raw interior. The chicken is going to finish cooking in the oven. Roll the chicken around, and when it's brown on all sides, add butter, thyme, and garlic to the pan. Roll the chicken around in the butter and put it in the oven until the internal temperature reads 165 degrees Fahrenheit. While it's in the oven, we can quickly prepare a chimichurri. This is just going to be a quick sauce consisting of parsley, cilantro, basil, garlic, olive oil, salt, and pepper. Rough chop your parsley and cilantro, roll your basil into a cigar-like shape, and slice through with your knife to create ribbon-like pieces. Add that to a bowl, and to the bowl you're going to grate in some garlic, add in some olive oil, and you're also going to add in a citrus of choice. I'm using lime, but it's classic to use lemon. Optionally, you can add some red pepper flakes for some spice. Mix together until completely combined, and your sauce is complete. By now the chicken should be finished cooking, so slice off the butcher's twine with your knife and make nice thick slices. Place your chicken onto a plate and garnish with your chimichurri from earlier. Now we've used our dark meat, and we've used the bones for the stock, and now we're going to use the light meat, which is the breast. You're going to take your breast and put it in between two sheets of plastic wrap. Dry with a paper towel and flatten out your chicken with a meat mallet. Make sure not to go too hard though, because it will puncture the chicken and you will not have one piece intact anymore. Season your chicken with paprika, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and coriander optionally. Rub the spices in and do the same to the other side. Add olive oil to a hot pan, swirl it around, and throw in your chicken. After about 45 seconds, flip it over and add more oil if needed. Keep cooking and flipping the chicken until the internal temp reads 165 Fahrenheit and rest for 10 minutes. Once your chicken is rested, slice into strips and observe the beauty that you have created. It should be incredibly juicy, especially for a chicken breast, and it should be very tender as well. And that's what you do with an entire chicken. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.